Welcome back. What's up, everybody? About to get into some real juicy juice. We haven't done a little anime chat in a while, and it's going to be the first one we're doing with my boy Chris. So let's get into it. We about to hit up with JJK. We're going to hit up, we're going to start off where we left off at, and that's Gojo's past arc. So we about to start it up. How you boys feel about it?
Completely different anime.
Yeah, I loved it.
Absolutely loved it. So for reference, it was 5 episodes for the anime. It was 15 chapters. Chapter 65 through chapter 79 and episodes 25 to 29. The hidden inventory arc and a premature death. So let's start off at the beginning. I thought it was a good parallel to Yuda's story. And it kind of explains why Gojo respected Yuda and Yuji so much from the get-go. Because he was just like, he saw Rika in this super fucked up situation and how she was dealing with it. So he saw 2 other kids in this fucked up situation. It's like, I'm not going to let it happen again. Because that shit was tragedy. Yeah. They pulled you in with that slice of life. Like, yeah, we the strongest. We about to go save her, bro. It's about to be an easy mission. In and out, we good to go.
I didn't expect that ending. I thought they'd win. No. Not the bad day. Not the bad day. But I didn't... Oh, yeah. Just in
the anime, that cinematography, when the camera fell, when she fell...
Oh, yeah.
And you saw Ghetto's face just go...
he went, what just happened?
Oh?
Yeah.
And the thing is, dude who shot her Zenin, that was... No.
Toji.
Yeah. Toji didn't even acknowledge him after he did that. It was just, well, mission over.
Time to go get paid.
I did like, too, how the opening for the anime, at least...
It changed.
So, yes, and I do enjoy how it started off with him sleeping, the representation of the infinite hallway leading back, showing you that this is another loop, just like with Ruka when she dies. So, like, if you look at it, too, like, and then it goes back to it, at the end it's him waking up, which is just kind of like how it goes back to... So, like how it's like a whole... Like, there was a whole... showing of what was about to happen just in that opening, and then it goes back to him waking up, and then it's back to normal time.
I missed the opening.
You should watch the opening.
Yeah, the opening was really good.
It shows you what was going to go down.
Yo, it's funny. I really should start watching the opening because, like, the one with Junpei. I never watched the manga, so I wouldn't have known what it meant. But Mark pointed out that they pulled a pretty good troll in that opening.
The first time I saw it, I watched the intro of the episode, and I'm like, they really about to have anime onlys out here.
Did you
tripping?
Dang, you got a term for it?
Did you also know that? Remember how I know you know that, like,
my filthy subber. Is that what's anime only? Is that called?
I just called them anime onlys. I didn't add no more adjectives than that. I said it. I just left that what it was.
Yeah, subbers. And what are you, a monger?
Whoa. I don't like the way you said that.
Dang. Anime only watchers are subbers or dubbers. Manga readers are mongers.
We don't talk about those filthy dubbers.
Damn, okay. That's true. We don't talk about the dubbers in here. Sorry, Alex.
You realize that when he transforms Junpei, the way he looks is because Maki likes Perry the Platypus. That's why he looks like that.
Ew.
That's why he has that distinct look. Is because that's why his body was short. He was kind of green. His head stuck out. He was Perry the Platypus.
You know what's messed up?
It's funny because Gege Akatame is like our age, so he loves all the things that we love.
Remember, like, they talk about the Metaguruma and I need to know a Bankai and something. Yeah, that's just...
When you just said I need to figure out my Bankai, I died, bro. Died. God. So good.
Perry the Platypus.
Yes, he's supposed to be, I transformed you into Perry the Platypus. Haha.
So dark. So dark.
You know, it is messed up. One of the worst fates you could ever do to someone is to transform them into a platypus.
I mean, as far as the animal itself, though, it's kind of overpowered. One of the only poisonous mammals lays eggs. It's kind of...
It's different.
It's different.
It's like halfway to Cthulhu.
Hey. Evolution might get him all the way there.
It kind of is halfway to go.
You can do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that.
It's a jack of all trades. It's the bard. It's the bard of animals.
All right, yeah.
The Shotokan family.
When you go to the animal world, they're like, "What do you want to be?" I want to be a bard, platypus. That's what it is.
There you go. You get a little bit of everything.
Poison. I can sing a song. I can glow in dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm for some reason bioluminescent. I don't know why. It's just like that.
A little bit of everything. Well, let's talk about Gojo. I mean, not Gojo, but Geto getting hitting his arc, man. That flip flop. I like the flip flop. Where like at the beginning, Gojo was like, "Man, fuck these humans. I don't care what they see. Why do I care about this weird stuff?" Yeah. And Geto's like, "Nah, man, we got to protect the humans. They're weak. We need to make sure that humanity exists."
They went flip flop, and then farther. They went farther because when they said that Geto went back and he was like, "Oh yeah, mom and dad, yeah, that don't matter no more." I was like, "What?"
He said, "Yeah, so I'm gonna kill all humans."
Yeah, I'm killing all
these different humans matter.
Well, humans, or was it monkeys?
Oh no, man! Dog. So after that, I watched that episode with Ryan and Breeze, and I asked him after that. I was like, "Who said monkey more aggressive? Was it Frieza or was it Geto?"
We subbers don't really know how really aggressively he said monkey, but if we watch the dub, I like to see what it really was like.
He said it. You can. I'll let you know right now. Whether you watch it sub or dub, you can see the facial expression he made when he talked about these inferior beings.
Plenty of hatred up in there.
It was nothing but hatred.
It was that was just
And honestly, in the moment where he flipped, like he went to the town, Geto was in the town. He was talking to the little girls, and everyone's like, "Kill the little girl. They're the one that did it." He's like, "Bro, I literally killed the hundreds of actual enemies that were doing it, and watching them act a fool." I was like, in that moment, Geto, I can't even knock what you did,
That's a witch trial thing. You just go, no matter what, that hatred within the monkeys is never going to go away. That's what they do.
And he was like, they gotta go.
They gotta go.
It's funny. I think with just one vacation, or like if the Jujutsu Kaisen organization actually had like a psychologist or something, not the kind that put genocidal thoughts into people's heads, that's not a really good thing. That's not a good thing for a psychologist to do. But if they had an actual psychologist, they'd have told this guy like, yeah, he's on the brink. We should probably put him in
I feel like that would not really help. So Young Justice did that when they had Beast Boy. He actually went and was talking to a psychiatrist.
Oh, yes.
And they had a whole, I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've never saw Young Justice.
Oh, so but they had it to where his first team had died. And they were like, "You've been through a lot." And they had him talk about it. And he was like, "If I was stronger, if I was better, if I was," like, he had I had never been more broken down, like, watching something. It was intense. Like, they had him just going to the psych ward, and he's just like, they're like, "What could you have done?" He's like, "I don't know. I could have been." I feel like even if they have those talks, I feel like from what he had seen, it was not going to change anything.
Yeah.
Because I think he went with him having even talked before he was on the bench. Like, he just saw that his people were not going, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, he was already mentally broken before everything started. Like, he wasn't mentally strong enough to go into it anyway. And the fact that he was already stronger than everyone, he never had to have that mental fortitude to grow, to be stronger, to get over things. Yeah. And Gojo was just so damn strong. He was so arrogant about it. He just didn't need to worry about it because he was super strong.
Yeah. And then,
and then he found something
false. Yeah. And then Toji was like, "I'm the exact opposite of you, but I'm a body you, my boy."
Yeah. He said, "Say goodbye to your false gods."
Put him down like his name was Sukuna.
He did. And he did, though. He did. Toji showed, and I love Toji's arc. You find out a little bit more in the data books about Toji, that Toji was genuinely a good guy. Like, he started off as a good guy. He was just a guy living in the Zenin clan, but since he didn't have any curse techniques, they saw him as a monkey. So he hated his clan. But then he found Megumi's mom, and since she was a good person, she was the one that was keeping him out of darkness and, like, kind of keeping his darkness at bay. And, like, he was becoming a better man. Then they got pregnant, and he was like, "Yeah, I already want a kid, but, like, I love you, so we'd be done with it." And his wife died, and he was just like, "Well, fuck everything."
Yep.
And became a murder assassin. And that's like, I think this arc is a very good look at the male experience and like the different like traumas that men go through that no one gives a shit about. Because the thing about it, he was shunned by his family and lost his wife, and no one cared about him. Like with Geto, like he had to see countless people die, and he couldn't talk about anybody because no one really cared. And then with Gojo, he's the strongest being in the world, but he was always late. And it's like, as a man, like those are 3 things you really see lead to. So like if you get, for example, if a man gets divorced because something happened with his wife, like no one cares really. You rarely get custody of your kids because that's just how the U.S. is. It's just more than likely to go to the woman. And then like with Geto's case, is like male trauma, can't really talk about it because no one gives a fuck. Will Smith and Kanye West are George tonight. Don't get me wrong, they went on deep ends off that little story. But at the same time,
I feel like they go off on the deep end because you're tired of bottling it.
So
when you finally get to explode, it's out.
Tyrese is another one. Like when he got out, you like, and it's once it gets to that point, can't do anything about it.
Yep.
And then with Gojo's like not being on time is like, as a man, you're taught to be a provider and a protector, or whatever. And like the moment you fuck up any of that, everything is their fault, and the world comes down. So I mean, like I think it's a very good look at like the male experience and the male's perspective of things that no one talks about, and how like for Toji and Geto, it completely broke them.
They both lost a very important fight, but then afterwards they went about it in different ways. Gojo saw that a monkey could take him down. And he was like, even though I'm so strong, I have to be even stronger. And Geto got taken down by a monkey, and the person he was trying to save got killed by a monkey too. I keep saying monkey. Oh shit. Anyway, human killed by a human. Then after he went to the witch trials. Call them witch trials.
I mean, it was.
So it was a witch trial. They went, these are the witches that are causing this problem. I want you to murder. I've killed off every curse, every specter that these so-called witches, and it was not them. Well, we don't believe that. We still want you to murder them.
And they were like,
and that's what happened.
He saw that the curses weren't the problem.
Yep, and that's what it was. Because also, you got to think, as the person who uses the curses as your weapon, you've tamed them. You've made them into yours. Everything that is an issue is you. You are the issue. You guys are the things that cause the cursed spirits to show up. You can see them. You can see the demons. So you're able to explain to me what's causing my problem, but these children who can see it can't fix it. But they can see it. That makes you the problem. That's all he could see happening for every other curse technique user out there.
Right, that he couldn't. That you
are all the children in the cages when society finds out what's happening.
Right, and like his philosophy didn't really change. It just shifted from like he wanted to save humans because he thought humans were weak. Then he realized like humans in mass, these like the Jujutsu sorcerers are really the weak ones, because he was like, they cage these girls, and he's like, what are you saying? Like, who else and what else are they going to do to take these people if they can get to it? And another thing too is like another aspect I feel people look over is that he goes into very descriptive detail on like how curses taste. He says it tastes like a rag that cleaned up shit and vomit. Like, because he has to swallow the curse spirit after he puts them in the ball, and he's like, that has to take a toll on your psyche too. Like your ability that you use to save the world tastes like a dirty rag cleaning up shit and vomit, and you have to do that 10, 20 times on a mission. And I imagine that, like, they don't say this, but I imagine, like, the stronger the spirit is, the worse it's going to taste. Or either way, like, the weaker the spirit is, worse it's going to taste. Either way, it's like, you're still going to take all of that in, mix it with the fact that, like, all right, I'm already eating shit and vomit. On top of you talking shit about me, on top of me trying to save you and you talking shit about me, on top of me actually saving you talking shit about me, on top of me trying to save other people, you just want them dead because they can see ghosts, essentially?
Yep.
And you can't?
And then I got my ass whooped by Toji. Too much.
And too much. And then Toji was super disrespectful. He's like, yeah, I would have killed you, but I don't know what's going to happen to them cursed spirits, so bye. Well, in the fact,
because he has no cursed energy, so he can't,
Before he even killed Toji, the fact that he tried to take Toji's little cursed spirit squirm thing he had with him, and he couldn't. And that messed with his mind too, because he's never not been able to tame a cursed spirit. And he's like, this cursed spirit is not even a grade 4. It's the weakest ever. But this cursed spirit is so loyal to Toji that I can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing.
So it's like everything in his world.
The two strongest. They were nothing to Toji. They were nothing
to Toji.
They were nothing.
Until Gojo realized that he can manipulate mass at a molecular level.
Yada yada bullshit. Whatever. Rasengan.
Hey man, he got to his next level. He became exalted above all.
When he said that, he was like, I'm sorry. He's like, I feel for you. I know you died. But he's like, at this moment in time, I can feel everything in the world in real time.
It was like one of those things where like the mushrooms finally hit him. The mushrooms, the weed brownie, when he took the edibles, and the edibles had finally hit, and he was like, like, he didn't even listen. He said, I'm gonna fuck about all that.
In fact, Toji looked at him and was like, something's wrong. But no, I'm good.
Imagine though, what I love is that he could have taken that vacation beforehand, and he didn't. And now he's on a permanent vacation. He is.
True. True. To be fair though, but like, Toji, I feel like he was like, he understood though, like, I lived the thug life, I'm gonna die the thug life. Because even at the end, he was like, hey, my son's gonna be a couple years old, he probably gonna get his ability. I told him I would sell him, but I kind of fuck with you. So if you're gonna take my son and make him to a better person, I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. Your problem now.
That was wild, man. That whole arc.
It was a good little redemption thing that he tried to do at the very end. Hey, man, like, I know I just tried to murder you, beat the brakes off your best friend, but I have a kid. Oh
no! And he's like,
Gojo came back from his high. What?
Like, what? You gotta? It's another one of you? It's like, no. He probably won't be like me.
He won't be.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I forgot his name. Anyways.
I don't think I ever asked.
And then the best part about that though is like the first thing that Gojo says, he looks at him and is like, just like your daddy. I was like, no, hold up, no, let me not.
Flashback.
He's like,
he was having PTSD.
He was ready. So we talked about that too, because during the movie, when we first saw the movie, Breezy and Ryan were like, why the hell did Gojo beat the shit out of Miguel like that? Because we watched the video that slowed it down and went scene by scene. It's like those 4 slaps in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Before he bodied
I know it was based off of another movie, though. That's what it showed you that, too. Like, I don't know if I've seen
it showed you the comparison.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it, and it was like, why? And I was like, you guys will find out why when you see next part. And then we was talking about it, and it was like, oh.
Yeah, see, I'll never let this happen again.
He's like, no,
I'm never let this happen again.
This little Sasuke Rock Lee thing, you know?
He's like, not again. You got me the first time.
I'm
never getting dog walked again. Beat that man into submission. He's like, hey, Miguel, I got my disciple. Taking to Africa with you. See you next season.
And another thing, too, about Geto, though, I feel like you don't really think about is that with him and Gojo being on opposite sides, when Geto was finally ready to be over there, Gojo was over here. And that's another thing that would have just made me say,
Yeah, and that's a couple people I know that just absolutely hate Yuki because they're like, Yuki is the one that put him the idea in his head. I'm like, no, she didn't. She just, all the things were there. She just put the cards on the table, was like, pick one.
Yuki was Wikipedia.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was your Bing search engine. It was Bing because it was not what you wanted.
But it was what you got.
When you Google Bing stuff, you're gonna get too many answers.
And she put it out, she was like, you fucked up because you don't know who you want to be. You can pick option A or option B. And then when he saw those kids in cages, he was like, option B it is.
Yeah. Because what are you going to save? You're going to save the people who are just going to go around and turn their backs on you? Are you going to... He had a Homelander moment. It was the boys.
Yeah.
That's what should have happened. They should have seen the kids in the cages. He should have turned, and when the fire takes everyone, he just goes, "Ba-da-ba-ba, the boys."
What in the fact too though is that like it was partially Gojo's fault, and not in the sense that like his boy was going down a deep spiral, and Gojo thought that like him doing all the missions would help. Like, he was like, I'm the strongest. He was like, don't know what else need to do with this BS. He's like, if I do it all myself, it'd be fine. And he kind of forgot about his boy. And it's one of those things that go back into the male experience. It's like, men need to check up on each other. Cause like, we don't talk about shit. And Geto wasn't really wanting to talk. He didn't really want to talk about it at the time. And Gojo was like, I don't want to talk about it either. But if I do everything, no one has to worry about it. No one's going to take any L's.
There's this cool thing. In the first Civil War, the Marvel Civil War, there was this one turning point where Captain America and Iron Man were having a conversation. No, Captain America. No. Steve Rogers and Tony Stark were having a conversation about the whole Superhero Registration Act thing. And during this conversation, Tony Stark decided to threaten Steve Rogers, saying this is going to happen whether you wanted to or not. And there was another comic that came in and said that was a turning point where Tony Stark's decision to threaten Steve Rogers instead of going to him as a friend caused the entire Civil War thing to spiral out of control. And he said that they showed a what if comic saying that what if Tony Stark had said, hey, I know you don't like this, but I really need your help with this superhero registration thing. I can't do it, but you have the heart to actually make this work. And Captain America became the face of the superhero registration, and Captain America asked superheroes to register and didn't show any sort of hostility or threat. He just asked them. So they did, and everything turned out fine.
Yeah.
If Gojo had just spoken to Geto right there, and just like, if they had laid out their feelings to each other, they could have worked through this. And the whole monkey thing wouldn't have happened.
I agree. And that's what I mean. Like,
I feel like if he had met him before, finding him after he's already murdered all these people, if it hadn't met on the street like that at random, if it had been him talking to him, instead of giving Yuki being there, giving like that, if it was Gojo talking to him,
it's a different conversation.
He could have been like, listen. Because then I feel like they would have both been in the neutral line. And then they both could have gone the monkey way. I'm in my bed.
Whoa.
That's not what you...
All right.
You're right. It could. The possibility was there.
If Gojo and Geto had both gone on that mission.
If they both went on that mission...
That's what I'm saying.
The world is done.
If they both would have went there... Because that was in their middle print.
Yeah.
And then Gojo had no one to talk to because all he was doing was getting people to throw scissors and pencils at him.
He's like, I need to
perfect this. And then Geto was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't got my buddy here. But if they would have both went there, talked, then they would have both went the same way.
Yeah, either way, they would have both went the same way.
And then
either the world was over or the world saved. No in between. It's either good or bad. With another thing too, with I'm trying to remember train of thought. I was gonna say it's Shoko in this instance, because like she was the third wheel in all of this because she cared about both of them and she wanted them both to be okay.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna have to give me that name.
The girl that talked to Geto when she after she found out, and she was like, I'm not mad at you because like I understand what you did. Cause she was like, that conversation, if Gojo would have had that conversation with her before, that's what it is. But she was like, I can't really be mad at you, but I gotta call Gojo. And he's like, yeah, I get it. You gotta call him. I mean, I understand the way things gotta go. And it's like, in that moment, you can't even be mad at Gojo because he's just like, bro, what the fuck, dude? Because essentially he was calling like, hey, come get your boy. Yeah. He was wilding. Yeah. And Gojo's like, bro.
Why are you going out here just murdering people?
Dog, he straight up told him, was like, why? Essentially he told him like, where the fuck were you at?
Yeah, like where were you at? Weren't you the ones who told me why are we protecting them? Because you gotta think about it. For them, that's their last conversation really. Why are you protecting them? Then you both get your asses whooped. And then you're separated. And then it becomes, he was right. Didn't he say, why are we protecting them?
And then Gojo went, oh, Geto was right. And he's like...
Exactly. And they gotta go, yeah. But then, they never got that so your last conversation, for getting it handed to you, was, hey, so if your best friend, the strongest, said that, well, he's not wrong.
And and the craziest thing though is they both respected their friends so much that they took the other's opinion. Mm-hmm. And it's so messed up because it'll say it mirrors the male experience. Because like you just talk to the homies and get that shit out. I'm not saying everything's gonna work out, but it's definitely gonna be a lot better.
But at least you'll be on the same path of destruction of the monkeys.
Monkeys dead.
Get them all. Get them all up out of here.
You're trying to kill all the monkeys.
Damn. Trying to get them all. And it's like when you see the principal come up to Gojo and he just straight up asks him, like, did you kill him? And he's like, man, what do you think? And he was just like, sorry, my bad.
I had to ask.
I had to. Just in case.
I'm obligated.
But I'm not mad that you, I'm kind of mad you didn't, but I definitely understand.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
Because that was your ride or your boy. Your ride or die.
Like, talk about broken. You can't go from getting your ass beat by Toji to killing your best friend.
Yeah.
No matter which
one. We
didn't
even get to talk it out yet.
Yeah. Like, no, that's the thing. He's like.
Because even then they didn't talk it out.
Yeah. That's real messed up, though.
Far. And it was just, come back. That's not talk.
He's like, I made my decision already. The monkeys gotta go.
Yeah.
Gojo's like, bro, we literally just talked and you said they don't gotta go.
Yeah.
And he's like, things change.
Things changed. That was it. They didn't have a talk. They didn't have a nope. That was it. No. It was, I am on the war path.
And then it was like, and that was a rickety rap. Yeah, man. Talk to your boys. Make sure they're okay. Get that shit off your chest.
Get them off the war path.
Get them off the war path.
Destroy all monkeys.
Exactly. Or join them. Join them on the war.
Just make sure they're okay. Either way you go, just be with your boys. That's all I'm saying. More thoughts on it? I don't know, man.
Sad. Tragedy. Great. Tragedies are good.
Yeah, it was a Shakespearean tragedy for sure.
Yeah. You gotta rewatch that opening though. Cause
okay.
Yeah, the opening.
It starts off with Geto. It shows you the infinite loop that they're on, and then it ends with Gojo because it's showing you that on one side and then on the other side. Because as they went and ran apart and then they broke apart, there was a lot of symbolism in that opening.
It's funny. There was a point in American history where Democrats and Republicans had switched ideals. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
nice little.
Back in the day, it's pretty close to JJK. They had the same ideas about monkeys.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But Gojo won that one because we're here talking to you today.
Yep, that's right. Yes. Freedom. Gojo is indeed a Democrat.
I mean, he got the blue eyes.
Not back then.
Specifically, that specific.
I mean, I felt more. He was more. Yeah, whatever. Just when you're so strong, you just don't care.
Yeah, that's where he was, and then but that's why
and then he was humbled.
He was humbled. And he realized, like, all right,
made him care.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta care. He's like, I can't do this on my own though. I need to get a bunch of young people that are about it.
I don't like how you said that.
That's about it. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna retake that back.
That's how he said it.
I'm gonna rephrase that.
Better get the ukulele.
He wanted to start a revolution, and he needed young minds to develop into stronger people to help the revolution of the world to make it a better place.
Yeah,
we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with that one. Yeah. Take two.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna find out the people, the little misfits, the outcasts. We gone.
Yeah, and I like it because it's a thing you need to always remember. Like, you have to bet on the future. Stop betting on the past. Like, you can't. The past is the past. It is what it is. You can take the information from it for the future and bet on the future. And I like that Gojo came to that realization that, like, I need to foster these kids to get them into a place where they can build this world. Megumi, Yuta, Yuji.
Yeah, just keep reviving Goku anytime you need it. Just do that.
Yeah, see how that story's going on?
Yeah. You just Goku take care of it. Gojo is pretty close to Goku anyway. Goku.
I mean, he did. He was taking care of it, but he was just like, I love the fact that every time Gojo goes and talks to the heads of the JJK world, he's like, you are only alive
because I'm too lazy.
Because I don't want to murk you. I'm going to wait for the next generation to do it politically the right way. But just so you know, I could snap my fingers and y'all be gone.
Literally.
Does he even need to snap his fingers?
No, he just thinks about it, right?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have to think about it.
No, he can just do it.
No, because he can just walk up on you.
He can just smash matter together. Or rip
you can't touch me. So then he's just going to be like, put you between me and on a wall.
Yeah, that was a great kill. He just killed her with the force of just grim.
Force of his existence.
He intimidated her to death.
Yeah. You're done.
Just
I mean, all I'm saying is Gegaki Katami, he probably likes Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
Because that's all Gojo did. He looked at her, laughed. Damn. The forest spirit was gone.
That's it. You don't need blue or purple.
Damn.
Just me.
Just white.
Walking.
White hair.
But the way...
when I said it, I was like, no.
The way Jogo looked was like, hey, don't do... I told you not to do it. It really felt like... That felt like any MMO fighting against a super boss. It's like, all right, make sure you got all your buffs on, and when your buffs run out, you go to the back and get rebuffed. Oh. And then all you saw was Leroy Jenkins.
Yep.
Yes, we don't need strategy anymore. It's working.
We got this.
Dead.
You don't get
What
this.
if they're faking?
Nah. Back to spawn with you.
Nah.
Let's
talk about the main menu. Go on.
Let's talk about Gojo opening his domain for 2.2 seconds to kill 300 spirits in like 5 minutes.
He just...
The animation.
I like how I enjoy how these are other things. Like when we're not focusing on Yuji, we can still see how no matter what the curse energies, the domains, all these things, there's such an expansion on everything else that can still exist.
Mechanics.
We're able to still add more crazy mechanics into this world,
and everything makes sense. No matter how ridiculous it is everything makes sense.
It's when Joe's is talking to you, and they're just, let me explain to you exactly what just happened, and let me tell you word for word about what's going down. And you're like, oh,
I love that. Anytime an announcer's like, well, let me explain to you what actually happened, and you're like, and then they go back to it. And I'm like,
and then they go back to it, and they're like, no, let it happen, and I'm like,
all right, I'm about it.
That's. Yeah.
Chef Kiss, give me that shit all day.
He said, I got this.
And they put his ass in a box.
Yeah.
But we're going a little bit beyond...
we went a little bit too far. But I'm still, just Gojo being... More moments of Gojo being him.
Spoilers. We're still talking about Gojo's past.
We're talking about Gojo's past when he was a young man. Back when he was in the beginning of high school.
I like the way
how you get how it develops him. You get to see why he's as he is. Why he has this... to know that after he got that ability, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that he became great like that. He went on so many missions afterwards that he was telling everyone else, stop what you're doing, because I'm going to perfect this. And when I perfect this, I promise to try to make the world a better place. I was like, you know what?
That's crazy. Or the fact that we skipped over is the fact that, when he was protecting Rika for those 3 days, he had, before he min-maxed everything, he was using Infinity and the Six Eyes for 3 days straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like...
And then he still fought with that tenacity. He was like, no. It was just that it was something so new to him. No cursed energy? This speed? But he was still talking and realizing, he has to have a heavenly pact. They were still adding on more things and letting you know that he still knows of what could be this. What's giving him this ability? What's making him strong? And he's like, all I gotta do is, psych! The wrong number!
Oh, man. But the most visceral thing about it was the kill. Because not only did he stab him like 17 times, he cut him from his neck to his abdomen. And then just stabbed him in the head. So, like, Toji's face when he saw Gojo walk up, he was just... I'd had the same face Toji had. I was like, bro, how?
That's funny.
Like, I killed you. He's like, you should have cut my head off. He's like, bro, I did everything but, and I stabbed you in the brain. Yeah. When your neck... I hit every artery down the right side of your body. And some on the left side of your body.
Should have gone for the head.
Should have gone.
He did.
Not in that way.
He still. And I love how Gojo is like, the first thing he does is like, oh yeah, no, it's me. You see? That's where you stabbed me at. And he's like, damn, it really is you. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah, that second fight didn't turn out that well.
Yeah, because he was high on the planet. He was gone. He was floating there, smiling. Like that's that kind of demonic, happy evil that I could never. If I walked up and my adversary is just, I'm done.
Joy Boy,
I'm done.
No, not even Joy Boy. He just
I'm
faded.
It's faded. When he walks up, when Gojo did Alone, I'm the honored one. That's why they'd be like, you know what? I'm good.
Like that's that kind of swagger that Dante had and Nero when they were fighting people. They did not. They went. Anywho, that's how they fought every time. Everything that they were fighting, they was like, I already know I could win. And that's how they talk to you. And that's how Gojo was talking finally. Before, he was always like that. But then when you lose and you come back and you're still like that.
Yeah.
Write your will in your mind right now.
Because you look at like Jesus. Because you see his because when you think about that, you go back to his fight with Jogo. And he was like, he's fighting Volcano Head. He looks at him. He's like, "Yeah, come touch me. Come
exactly, right? Right?
That was bullying. And then he hit him in the ribs the first time, in his mouth. I was like,
when I saw Gojo fight Go for the first time, I'm over here like doing the so I get the names right. When I saw him fighting him for the first time, that was Nero in Devil May Cry 4. When he walks by the giant thing that's on fire, the whole building, and then he goes. And then blows all the fire out, and he goes, "Ooh!" And he goes, "Don't you know playing with fire is bad?" And I'm like, he was gonna let you walk by. I thought I didn't have to do this boss fight. And then he turns around with the giant sword, and you just go, "Book!" And then he goes, "Oh!" And he's like, "Yeah, let's go." And I'm like, that was it. That was it. That was the same cocky little...
It was. But the most disrespectful part of that fight is when he grabbed Yuji. He was like, "Hey, I'm about to go come fight this weak guy. Come watch me." And then Yuji's like, "Weak? Weak?" And Gojo's like, yeah, he's weak as fuck. Don't worry about it. He's like, make sure you touch me and you good. And then like he opens his domain and he just like the no hit, the can't miss attack. He's just like, what?
He said, you see what happens is if the other one isn't as strong as you
just do this.
And then looked over and went, you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, anyways, if they're not.
And then the truly killing part was the fact that he slowly ripped his head off. Like, Gojo is strong enough to cleanly do it. But he walked up behind him to palm his head to slowly pull it off.
Like a basketball.
Like a
For
basketball.
No reason.
Like a frozen basketball to the ground. He didn't need to do that. But he did it. And then stepped on him. It's like, you're ready to talk.
You know what's funny? He didn't have to step on him directly. He didn't. Because that means he was allowing Infinity to be gone so he could do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I know you're already not able to do anything, so now I'm going to let you touch the bottom of my grill.
The disrespect, man. And Yuji's sitting here like, I was just watching movies, playing with my teddy bear, and I'm out here. He just killed a special grade with like 3 hits, technically.
But you know what else I wonder, though? You know how you said that earlier? I know I'm jumping way back. When you were like, when Geto eats something, it tastes like a dirty rag. I don't know if the more powerful spirits taste disgusting, because Sukana's fingers, Yuji is just like, bleh. He's not like, this is absolutely disgusting. The stronger they are, they might be better.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he just doesn't chew.
So he's just... According to the data book, Yuji's favorite food is anything.
Oh, okay. He's just deep throating these fingers if he's not.
Pretty much,
yeah. I mean, it's just, no pause on that. It's just what it is.
He is just... the slow motion.
Man, you got another man's
direct eye contact. No.
You got another man's finger going down your throat. What can I say, man? It is what it is.
Fingernails too. It was just
he did.
He's just and he's just like, yeah, it's fine.
This guy eating a sharp raisin.
Yeah.
That vernacular and that visual I just got, all bad. Yeah, man, that was an arc, man.
Yeah,
that was an arc.
I like the surprise gunshot. That's what I'm talking about. The gunshot.
And the fact that he was like, what did you when Geto was like, what are you doing here? He was like, I mean, doing my job. He's like, oh no, your boy? Oh yeah, I murked him.
You were asking about him.
I murked him.
And then he took out He took out
the
his
rainbow
spirits
dragon.
like it was nothing.
Dude,
he took everything out like it was nothing.
He's like, man, that's the strongest thing I got. He's like, the rainbow dragon scales are harder than diamond. And he's just like, and it's dead.
Yeah, and it's dead. He's dead. You know who else is dead? Gojo. Anyways.
You know who's about to be dead?
You know who else is dead?
Rika. I'm going to go for a triple kill. Oh, yeah, wait. I don't know what's about to happen with your spirit, so I'm going to see you later.
That's a thing to realize and think about, too, later. When he shot her, she died. He killed her.
With a regular, 9 mil, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The worst part of that entire arc was the after fact when it was just like, yeah, Tengen, his body just figured it out. It's cool.
Just got better at it. He's like, oh, it turned out all right.
It turned out all right. It's cool.
Not really that much of a failed mission.
I feel like they might have had another person and they just didn't tell them. Like, they just put all of the emphasis on her. So then, yeah. Because if everyone goes after the announced target, you can take another person.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to think, no matter
right hand.
Yeah.
That's
how illusion works.
Hasn't one of the plot threads been about a traitor in the organization the whole time?
Yeah. That's that's actually the arc right after that one. Mm-hmm. Right after Gojo. That's where the start of the they find out who the traitor is, and then that goes into Shibuya. And Shibuya is such a kabuyaka, because that is a wild one. But yeah, seeing Gojo, how Gojo got formed and how his mindset got formed, it makes it when you go back and see how he was with Yuta and Rika, why he just immediately was like, no, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We're going to take care of this, make sure you're good. And when you see Yuji, he's like, yeah, you about to get murked. But I got a proposition for you. Because it's like, you think about it, Gojo doesn't have his past arc. Yeah. He just murks both of them and calls it a day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm thinking about it, doesn't he just want to... He wants Yuji alive so that he can basically kill Sukuna. Yuji becomes Sukuna, and then Gojo kills Yuji. And boom.
Yeah. He even says when he eats one of the fingers that this is going to make you stronger. Like in the manga, he says it while he's eating. He goes, once your body adapts and adjusts enough after eating the fingers, because when you eat it, your marks show up. But if you eat it, and then you notice, he doesn't transform completely every time.
Right.
He's developing.
Because he's getting stronger.
Yeah, his body needs to adapt to become strong enough to take over and be in control of Sukuna.
Which is crazy, though, because, later on you realize that, Sukuna's trying to take over, but Yuji's like, nah, bro.
He's holding it.
He's holding it, yeah. He's holding it.
Until that.
Yeah, we're going to say that for next time. Say that for next time. Say that for next time.
Whack! But this respect. Just smacked to death.
Yeah. But it is. That's Gojo and Geto's story. Mm-hmm. Yuki.
Not her fault. Not her fault.
It's not her fault. If you tell somebody all the options you have, you choose to destroy all monkeys.
It is what it is.
You get asked the question, you just give an honest answer, and they decide to go all.
She gave him multiple choice, and it was a multiple choice question. He picked his answer.
Yeah.
I say he just filled out the scan, trying to turn it in. It is what it is. I got nothing else, man.
Nope. I'm glad Gojo's dead. Anyway, so that's it. End of the episode.
All right, man. On that note, may your pillows stay cold and your bed stay warm.
Stay perfect, chat.
And it's alright.